New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
Are you impressed with how quickly he's been able to figure out tendencies of you guys on the team?
For him just to come in and then be able to learn us bigs that quick, that's just amazing.
I've seen enough. Immanuel Quickley must be the starting point guard of the New York Knicks. What's going on? It's Ellis from Nick of Time Show, here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's just me today, Ellis, holding it down, giving you some quick hits about Immanuel Quickley. Now, recently, the Knicks destroy the Cleveland Cavaliers 119-83. At one point, they had a 49-point lead over the Cavs, and a large part of that has to do with Immanuel Quickley. Now, the rest of the guards were out. There was no Frank. There was no Elfrid Payton. There was no Dennis Smith Jr. Those guys were out. And Quickley got the start. And quickly made an impression on New York Knicks fans. Now, the first inclination that, you know what, maybe we should go with Immanuel Quickley over the rest of these guards, it came in the Pistons game, because we all saw how Dennis Smith Jr. struggled with the trap over and over and over again.
I thought they were aggressive in trapping pick and rolls, and we were unwilling to get the ball out of the trap quickly and make the second pass, which would have gotten us a wide open shot.
Quickley only had one assist that game, didn't play that much. But what did you see from Quickley when he got into the game? First and foremost, the gravity. He runs with so much force that the defense is ready to collapse on him. When he got into the game, it seems like the Pistons already had the scouting report on Quickley from when he was in college, because when he got in the game, he attracted 3 defenders on him. And what did he do? Made the simple pass to Obi Toppin, who was able to hit his shot. And it seemed like DSJ wasn't able to do that the whole game. Even though he was getting double teamed, other players out of position, he was not able to make the simple play. But for some reason, Immanuel Quickley was able to do that. And now you're thinking, all right, nice play. But is it a fluke? Fast forwarding it to now. Second game, he's throwing lobs to Mitch. He's throwing lobs to Obi. He's making the simple play and the simple read that our young guards haven't quite mastered yet. Quickley ended up with 7 assists that game. Who would have thought that playing 2K would actually help him learn his teammates?
Yeah, I've actually got to play 2K and use the Knicks a couple times. So, you know, I'm already familiar with a lot of my teammates, being able to throw a couple of lobs at those guys.
Now, I will say this. Frank Ntilikina can make the simple read and can make a simple pass. He's actually a pretty good passer, especially as a secondary creator. But what Frank lacks is the aggressiveness to create that advantage consistently. Now, we saw he went to the hole a lot more last year, improved on his drives per game by the end of the year. He's still not creating at a rate where he's creating mismatches, closing closeouts, causing the teams to scramble on a consistent basis. And he's not aggressive as of yet to do things that Quickley is doing, like keep his dribble alive, survey the court, put the defender on his hip while he's keeping his dribble alive. He's still not doing some of those things that can have him be a primary shot creator. Not to say that Quickley is a top primary shot creator, because, you know, he's not taking guys off the dribble per se, but he has his first step is quick enough, and he makes the reads, the quick decisions enough to be able to create advantages for us at a more consistent basis than Frank Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr. DSJ never really has a plan. He can attack, but he doesn't really think the game, and he doesn't really read the defense well and react to what the defenders around him are doing. And also, he can't organize an offense, which is why you saw what happened in that other game where he just kicking trapped at the top of the key with the same result over and over and over again. And last but not least, Elfrid Payton can't shoot. And I, like you, I know you're tired of watching Elfrid Payton try to hit threes. It got really bad in that first Cavs Knicks game when he was shooting step back threes in the corner. And that's not his game, and we don't want it to be in this game. So as far as I'm concerned, Quickley has to start. Which brings me, when I'm talking about shooting, let's talk about reason number 2. The zone defense. The zone defense has been killing the Knicks in preseason for the last few games. It is time to bring out the zone buster in Immanuel Quickley. And the funny thing about Immanuel Quickley is he's not just a zone buster because he can hit the open three, which he can. He's proven that in college. And it seems like he's able to do that in the NBA. More time will tell, but I think he'll be able to do it. He's shown it in practice. But he's also able to exploit the holes and close the gaps better, seemingly, than anybody else on this team. Watch Immanuel Quickley when he balls, man. Watch him. When Quickley has the ball and he feels like he does not have the shot, he'll head fake and blow past anybody with that first step, causing the defense to shift and creating little seams and gaps. Because everybody else on that defense now has to react to protect the basket, thus creating an advantage for the Knicks. Now, if you watch the Knicks before that trying to beat the zone defense, even when the Knicks had an advantage, and you'll see a player maybe like Frank Ntilikina or Reggie Bullock head fake, the defender is able to close and react without those guys making any headway on the offensive end. They're not blowing by their man. If anything, Frank sometimes is a little indecisive. He has the advantage, but he doesn't really fully take it. He ends up making a travel or not really making a play. Immanuel Quickley has the quickness in the first step to actually take advantage of the defense. And he has the confidence to do it with gusto, and no one can stop him once he does that. So beyond shooting the open three and having him be a threat, he just has the fundamentals down. He just does. He just knows to attack the closeout with gusto and create a play. And I'm not even going to get into the plus minus, highest plus minus on the team in preseason. I'm not even going to talk about that, but he does out of anybody. So I've seen enough. Start Immanuel Quickley. I'm done. The experiment is over. The experiment is over. And it's weird because, we've been talking about getting a point guard here who can shoot, pass, and dribble for the longest time. And it has not happened until now. So Immanuel Quickley being here, it calms a lot of qualms. Now, I know it's only preseason, and he's only done this against the Cavs. I still want to see what he does against tougher talent. We have Russell Westbrook here now. We have Kyrie Irving. I want to see what happens if he plays against the defenders, the real defenders of this league. Because truth be told, Darius Garland is not a top tier premier defender that he was cooking up. So I really want to see how he reacts. But what I've seen so far is the fundamentals should carry him through those games. Because it seems like he doesn't have the fear. He does not have the fear in my eyes. I feel like the fundamentals will carry him through those games. He's doing things that our other players aren't doing. Like, he's thinking the game. So I've seen enough. We need to start quickly. And I'm not sure if guys like Tibbs are going to do it. Now, he's been saying this whole time that it's performance-based. But you know what it is with the politics, man. We know what it is with the politics. Elfrid Payton is a veteran. Will he feel comfortable starting a rookie over a vet? Even though it's clear to me that the shooting is a clear advantage over Elfrid Payton, is going to unlock everything else that this team needs. Also, we know that we have too many guards. I know the Knicks were trying to trade Dennis Smith Jr. earlier in the year. There might be politics in trying to raise his trade value and give him playing time. is it worth giving Dennis Smith Jr. the playing time to see if we can move him? How much can we raise his value if the Knicks are deciding to move him? And also, too, Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina doesn't seem to be in the running for the starting point guard spot to begin with. So what does that mean for Frank Ntilikina as well? Once Austin Rivers come back, he might not get into the rotation. But we will see. We will see. I'm all in. Tibbs, he has that reputation of playing the young guys when needed. You saw what he did with the Bulls. You saw he played Zach LaVine when he was in the Timberwolves. He just rolled the ball out for him and he went to work. Hopefully he does the right thing for the Knicks. All right, so guys, let me know, how are you liking the Quickley wave? Should we start Quickley? Let me know below. This is your quick hitter, Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time Show. Give you some quick content on Quickley. Start the man. Let's go Knicks.
New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.